Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Check here, and welcome to Grav Action Survival. This is one of those survival early access games over on Steam by Bitmonster. Now, I'd seen this multiple times on my Steam list. It keeps getting recommended to me because it's a sci-fi game, and I was like, okay, sci-fi open world survival game, and we got a ton of these coming out. I mean, we got Rust, we got Ark, and then a plethora of other ones, 7 Days to Die, all those. Is this one really all that different, and is it any better than what we've already got out there? Well, let's get into it and find out. So going to multiplayer, you'll notice there's a ton of official servers, but the populations are pretty weak. Now, right now, it's Wednesday morning, and it's fairly early in the morning. It's about 10:30. So yeah, server populations being low is one thing, but most of these servers are empty. Now, keep in mind, this is one of those open world survivals where a lot of the content comes from the interaction with other players. Let me go ahead and log in, though. See how long the loading times are. They're not too bad. I mean, I'll have to give it that this game has a fairly stable engine to it. I've only had 2 crashes in the entire time that I've played. One during my initial load up, and then just one randomly while I was in a dungeon with Morph. Does it really run that great, though? It runs all right. It's not fantastic. I get a few frame drops, but overall, it doesn't run too bad. One of the little weird things is while you're loading in, it'll actually show you a log from the server of what's happened since you were gone to your own stuff. So my campfire was destroyed. It looks like a couple of my harvesters have been destroyed. It actually says unknown person, so it doesn't give you exactly who destroyed what, but if you put down an item called a data recorder, you'll actually be able to find out who did damage to what, so I guess you can hunt them down later. But with the server populations as low as they are, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I really don't think it's got that kind of that community engagement right now. Another issue that I've been running into is just the long load times. I mean, they're freaking long. Now, I had complaints early on about Ark Survival's load times. Oh boy, here we go. Now we're loading in. Close that leaderboard. So we're inside me and Morphologist's little player home that we've built. You know, it's humble, but it's ours. I'll run upstairs, give you guys a look at the landscape. Yes, I am wearing a tree on my head. We'll talk about that. Let's just go upstairs so we can get into some light. We'll show you what the world looks like. So, this is the world. Welcome. I have a knife. Let's switch to my sword. That's a wooden sword. Oh yeah. Oh, this is high technology. This is the sci-fi game that Steam promised me right here with my wooden sword and my wooden armor and my tree trunk helmet. If you look around the world, you'll notice it's very alien. There's some pretty impossible structures all over the place, natural structures at least all over the place. The trees look very cartoony, and that's kind of, I guess, the style they were going for. For me, this style doesn't do anything for me. The world itself doesn't look all that interesting to explore. You'll notice these buildings in the distance. I'm pretty sure these were all made by players, and it's kind of like the higher technology structures that people have built. I've noticed we're building out of wood still. We're pretty much technologically pathetic compared to these other guys. We've seen some people of some crazy high levels. Now, the way that you get blueprints and you progress in this particular game to survive out here in the wilds of whatever the hell this is supposed to be, planet, well, you run around and you kill stuff, basically. You'll notice I am an astronaut, rank 15, level 15, and I can run around. That is a walking vending machine. Hello. But you run around and you kill stuff. The game is super grindy. I will be straight up and honest with you guys, it is really, really grindy. So when you kill stuff, you have a chance, and it has to be near your same level, to get blueprints. And these blueprints allow you to make stuff. That's how you get higher up in the the tech tree, really, in this. Hey, don't you hit that. Oh. I'm getting experience for killing these guys, and I'll get a few resources that you make things with. But basically, you kill stuff for resources that you use to build things. You also kill stuff to unlock new technology, like, say, there's a big monster over there, and he's shooting at that poor vending machine that I just saved. Yeah, like, okay, the sword I picked up from a blueprint, but the chances of dropping blueprints that have something, they're kind of low. I mean, the chance to even drop a blueprint is low, and then the chance to get the thing that you want is also kind of low. In 6 hours, I've unlocked 1 vehicle. I've unlocked the armor that you see here. I already have the blueprints for the next armor level, but I don't have the resources for it. I have to go to the moon to get those. Yes, you can travel to other planets, but no, it's probably not the way you're thinking. But yeah, that's basically like the big thing with this game is just resource gathering constantly and then trying to kill bigger monsters. Now, if you look on my bottom like map here, the compass at the bottom, you'll notice that there's some symbols on it. It's very much like how Skyrim plays out, where you can see something in the distance, you can run over to it using your compass. The upside down U's are dungeons. So you go to a dungeon that's about your level, and you'll notice that every one of the zones, so I can run over here and I'll probably transfer to a new zone, and they'll be, there you go, I just went to a new zone. Level 1 through 2s, this is kind of the starting area. We'll run back over here. This will be your level 3 through 6. Well, you can also find dungeons the same way if they're near your level. And I'll be honest, the dungeons cooperatively are a ton of fun to play in. Like, we had a lot of fun, but the majority of that fun, I think, was more based on the company that we've been having than the game itself. Because the combat is fairly simple, and I will show that. Resource gathering is what you see here. You can upgrade the weapon, the beamy weapon, I have the Mark IV, to get resources faster, but you'll find yourself doing this a lot because this is how you upgrade your character. This is how you build everything in the game. You kind of just sit and stare at these really awkwardly textured trees that are super blurry until the tree falls over. There it goes. Here's a big monster. We'll go have a fight with him. He's pretty low level though. I might kill him in one hit. But I can give you an idea of how the combat works. Let me switch to my pistol. All right, I got my pistol, reloading it. There are firearms in this. I actually unlocked the pistol. Hey, pay attention to me. Just gonna walk away as I'm gonna kill him. I actually unlocked the pistol first. So here's where the game loses me. Unlock the pistol first, and if you look at the pistol, it looks fairly high tech, right? High technology. Well, then I unlocked the sword. The sword is made out of wood, and it does far more damage than my pistol does. And I actually find it far more enjoyable to fight with. Oh, that sound effect is terrible. It's like I'm beating a puppy. But I mean, the combat's not terrible. Like left click swings. If you let your stamina recharge and you hold down right click with the sword, you'll do one of those numbers. It's just like a 3-hit combo. And that's it for the sword. You've got a little bit of a dodge if you hit, well, a direction key twice. Basically, you'll get this kind of like teleporty dodge, which uses your stamina. There is no block. For the pistol, left click fires, right click switches between zoom and unzoom. There is no first person mode that I'm aware of. And that's your combat. We've gotten the assault rifle so far, me and Morph. We've gotten, I have the blueprint for the shotgun, don't have the resources for it yet. Here's how you mine one of the other main resources. So the 3 big resources are gonna be gems, wood, and right here, perfect example, fossils. And you're gonna find yourself just doing this a lot. Ore is the other big one, which I find keeps me from progressing the most because it's so rare. And the fastest way to get it is to go to the moon, which is where I think I'm gonna take us right now so we can derp around at the moon. So we'll go back to the house. Go back to the house, I'll show some of the building mechanics. But you kind of get, and I bet you're getting the sense of how I feel about the game already. It's nothing new and nothing done particularly well that makes me recommend this. Not when you got games like Ark Survival out there. Now this is of course early access, early development, but you're charging $20 for it, so I am going to give my first impressions based on that 20 bucks that I had to drop to play this thing, you know? Now I didn't have to, the actual devs sent me a key and said, hey, can you please check it out? I'm checking it out. So let's build a building. These building blueprints that you see here, you see these are like prefab structures. They are blueprints just like everything else in the game. Let's do a stone closed room. And we'll walk up to this here. Make sure it's attached to the wall. Actually, we could put it above, which is a little wonky, but we can put it up there. All right, we're gonna put it up there, we're gonna have another room. And we will build it. Now I didn't preserve walls on that, so as I understand it, that should now be connected. We'll go through our little force field door. Doop, 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 doop. And we'll run up here, and there you go. We've got a new room we've just constructed. So the building it's kind of neat. Like I can go into build mode, I can click this, and then I can upgrade this. I can color it. Oops, try that again. Click it. We can set the primary color of it. Let's make it blue for whatever reason, and then secondary color, let's make it red just so we can see the difference. Apply last color, and there you go. It's like a red-roofed, blue-walled building. So you can kind of do a little customization with the building of your base, but it's all prefab structure, so you're not gonna get that level of like creativity that somebody in, say, Minecraft gets, which is where a lot of these games stem from DayZ/Minecraft with their base building and survival mechanics. There you go, it's weird purple. Morph's gonna be pissed because I just colored our house the strangest color. Oh man, but yep, so that's the basic building mechanics. You can build, one thing that I do like, you can build like, here we go, this is the armory, this will allow you to build ammo. I can build this anywhere. I can be in a dungeon, I'll be like, man, we need an ammo place. Oh, I need pistol ammo. I can put one of these down, build, and it's good for 3 days before it'll decay. And I can upgrade it so it can unlock other ammo types, or for the assault rifle and for the shotgun and all that. And there's other things that you can build and drop anywhere. I think this is the one strength the game does have, is the ability to just drop this stuff anywhere, like a storage bin, or I can build an uplink, which will allow me, this is a respawn point, and basically you're gonna wanna put one of these down inside a dungeon. So let's go to the moon and I'll put one down. These are force field generators, but we don't have the generator powered. And honestly, I haven't run into any hostile players on this planet. This is the starting planet. I have run into some on the moon, but we'll get into that in just a second. So let's power on the generator. Add a little wood, activate the generator. The gate, the Stargate is now up. Oh, by the way, the tutorial in this is fairly wonky. It doesn't really teach you how to play the game, so it's gonna be a lot of trial and error. Now me, I like figuring out games like this. So the best part about this so far has been the learning experience on how all this stuff works. Let's go ahead, let's go to the moon. I'll show you guys one of the other biomes. Moon, the desolate moon. Level 12 through 17, perfect. Space travel, calibrating. When you do this, instead of feeling like you're traveling somewhere, it's basically, it feels like you're switching servers. You're loading a new map, so you don't get that like, I'm gonna build a vehicle and I'm gonna fly off. This is how I thought the game was going. I'm gonna fly off to the moon of this planet and I'm going to explore. When in reality, it's like, okay, you hit level 10, you have a quest now. This is how there's not really a questing system so much as a pop-up in the right-hand corner that says go build the Stargate, which is what we did. And now I'm here on this desolate moon. Now this is actually one of the best places to get ore, and this is the only place that I'm aware of so far to get plasma. Whoa, what the juice? So I'm gonna be able to mine up some ore here. It's let me make some more ammunition, maybe unlock a new vehicle. I do have the jetpack now, but I haven't made it because I've been short on ore. But one of the interesting things about the moon is that it does have lower gravity. I can jump higher. Whoa. And you'll notice I got a lung symbol there on the bottom right-hand side. Well, that lung symbol represents, yeah, my air supply, and I'll have to run over to someplace that's got air. Now let's go.
Hello, consumer.
Run up here, that's a plasma resource to make some of the new armor, and I'll make some of the new armor. If you're wondering what this helmet is that I'm wearing, and I said I would talk about this while I'm running, this goofy ass helmet that I'm wearing, this thing is actually the starting rotten wood armor. That's all water out there. That's not gonna, nope, 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 nope. We need to find somebody has to have a base on the moon. There it is, cool. That's a player base over there on the moon. And if I go within that, is that an auto turret? That's multiple auto turrets. Shit, I don't know if I can get in this moon. I'm gonna try. You gonna shoot me? Oh, they didn't shoot me. They must shoot creatures. They're not even shooting the creatures. Weird. But anyways, I'm inside this guy's force field, so now I'm recharging my oxygen. Now I can go back out and do some more. Oh, good God, don't walk into that, don't walk into that. So I can just jump over it. Player defended outpost. Probably could have set those up just a little bit better. That's kind of neat though. I have the force field, I can make one. Let's get into a little fight. There's dungeons on here too. Now let's go ahead and check out a dungeon, get into a little bit of a real fight. There are some neat things, like there's neat mechanics, like I can make one of these. Let's see, was it 8? I just used an invisible stem pack, so now I'm invisible and I could roam around. The last time I was on the moon, there was a couple of players that were, it seemed like super high level players. You know, level 30s, level 40s, just running around bored, killing people, driving around in their truck. Yes, there are vehicles. I'll pull out my vehicle again. Womp, womp. You can't attack through this vehicle, though I think the tank actually has a cannon on it you can use. But if you notice in the top right-hand corner, I'm actually burning wood to drive this thing. So you're not able to drive around all the time. There is a limit. Oh, here we go, here we go. Let's get into a fight. I'm probably gonna die here, and I didn't build a respawn point. And I'm running out of oxygen in here. Oh, crap. So even in the dungeons, you don't have any O2. See if we can get ourselves. Wow, he one-shotted me. I am not dead. Respawn at the uplink. You can dodge their attacks a little bit. It is possible to kite enemies around, and in multiplayer with with a buddy hunting guys that are higher level than you, and if you've got like an assault rifle and maybe a high-end pistol, it's pretty fun. I'll be honest, the combat can be pretty fun, but there's a lot better cooperative games I think out there for 20 bucks. This thing still needs a little time in the cooker before it's there, but. All right, guys, this is my basic impressions. There's some other interesting mechanics that I think they could have a lot of fun with. On the main planet, the planet that I started on, there's a little timer in the corner that'll pop up every once in a while that's like an evasion event, and you'll get like, there are flying bugs on the way, which it'll say in the corner, in 3 days, and then it'll happen. But in every evasion event that's happened, honestly, once it actually happened, I don't even notice. It doesn't seem like it's that many creatures that show up. When you think a bug survival event, you think something out of like Starship Troopers, lots of bugs pouring over the walls. Oh, we need defenses, we need cannons and stuff, which would be really, really cool with the building mechanics of this game, but it doesn't seem like they're at that level. They're not that number, they're not at that difficulty, which would make the game a lot of fun. It gives you like a PvE cooperative experience, which I think a lot of these survival games is lacking. But maybe that's just me. You have to just decide for yourself if this art style is for you. All right, guys, that is Grav, Early Access. Bear in mind, this game is in development and it is changing. I'm about to run out of oxygen again. So this video may be out of date by the time you guys watch it. There could be a big patch out and some changes have come through. You never know. So maybe check back if you're kind of interested in it and see where the developers take it. But for right now, for 20 bucks, do I recommend buying it? Well, I don't know about that one. I don't know. It seems like there's better options out there. Ark Survival, pops into mind with better graphics engine and a few more fleshed out mechanics and just more interesting things going on and a bigger population. But this could change, definitely. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Oh God, I'm gonna die from low oxygen. For more gaming goodness, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm gonna dance till the end times. Oh, I wonder if I can heal faster than I die. Build. Placed items. I can build a campfire. One thing that I didn't mention, the campfire. If you dance at a campfire, you heal yourself and it plays club music. Oh yeah. That's so ridiculous.